What is up, homies? My name is Felix and I'm here back again with another video for you guys today. And this video today is going to be a little bit different. It's still going to be music related, but however, there's not going to be a whole lot of beat related stuff in this video. And basically what I'm going to be talking about is how to put your music onto major platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that other stuff. And also TikTok actually, even though I'm not a big TikTok fan. So pretty fittingly, this video is actually sponsored by DistroKid. And if you guys don't know about DistroKid, you definitely should, but however, don't fear because I'm about to tell you all about it today and show you guys how to work it, how to upload a track and everything, and how you can start making your music portfolio a whole lot more professional and a whole lot more dope swagger. So yeah, after this video is over and you decide that you want to go copy yourself a DistroKid account, you can go use the link down in the description below and the link that's, right here on the screen, and that'll get you 7% off of your first year using DistroKid, which is pretty dope and swag awesome as well. So yeah, feel free to go down there and check that out along with my Instagram, my SoundCloud, songs I produce, Beatstore, Discord, all that stuff you guys already know. And now we can get into this video. So before I knew anything about putting my music onto major platforms or how anybody gets their music on major platforms, I had no idea how it worked until DistroKid actually contacted me and I realized how easy and how simple it can be. It's really super simple, super fast, and basically dirt cheap. Like it almost costs you nothing for like the amount that you're going to be getting out of it, the amount of benefit that you're going to be getting out of this. So yeah, honestly, you guys know I don't usually do a whole lot of sponsored videos and stuff unless I'm really like passionate about what I'm promoting. And I can honestly say that DistroKid is absolutely the best way to put your music onto major platforms and stuff like that. Alright, so I know the main thing that most people would be concerned about, and the thing that I would probably be most concerned about, is the price. So with DistroKid, there's basically 3 different plans. There's the musician plan, musician plus, and then there's a label plan. And the musician is the cheapest, label is most expensive, and the musician plan is $20 a year, and yes, you heard me right, $20 a year. Not $20 a month, not $20 anything else, $20 a year. And honestly, that's the first thing that really caught my attention because $20 a year is literally $1.50 per month. That's like basically nothing. And plus, you're gonna be making revenue, making money from your tracks if you're getting a lot of plays and stuff like that. So in my opinion, it's 100% worth it if you're gonna be uploading a lot of tracks to major platforms, if you're an artist, or even if you're a producer and you just wanna upload a lot of your beats or instrumentals or whatever you got that you wanna upload, this is gonna be super duper worth it. And then I would say that if you think you're gonna get like a lot of plays on your songs, I would probably recommend upgrading to the Musician Plus program because it's a little bit more expensive. And once again, if you use my little link down there, you can get 7% off. So now I'm gonna show you guys how I would actually upload a track. So once you've made your account and everything, you're probably gonna show up to a screen that looks like this, completely blank. Mine has stuff on it, but I blanked it out so that you guys can get the real feel for it. So what you wanna do is you wanna go up here to upload, and yours may look a little bit different if you have just the musician plan, because I have the musician plus one, but it's gonna be pretty much the same, just with a few differences here and there. So basically the first thing that we see is gonna be the services. So this is just gonna be every platform that you can upload your song to. So as you can see, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, the big ones, and then Instagram and Facebook also. So if you want your song to be on people's Instagram stories and stuff like that, that's a really big one, I think. And then TikTok as well, like I mentioned, Google Play, YouTube Music, Amazon, blah, blah, all this stuff. So I usually just click every single one of these. And then number of songs. So if you're uploading an album or something, you can click, one of these, but we're just gonna be doing a single right here, so just one song. And basically, if it's been previously released, I did this with one of my tracks because I had put it on SoundCloud a while ago, and I wanted the date to match up. Basically, if you click yes, you can just adjust when it actually came out, and then it'll put that date when it uploads it to all the platforms. So next is probably, one of the biggest things. You have to put your artist or band name. So basically right now it has my name saved because I put other songs onto Spotify and stuff, but I'm gonna do backspace just to give you guys an example of what yours will look like. So for you guys, since this is gonna be your first upload, you're probably gonna see a screen that looks like this, or if you have a name that's completely unique and no one's ever used it before, you probably won't see these, but you'll just see these two. So essentially you're gonna click this bottom one that says this will be my first blank, whatever your name is, release on Spotify, and then you're gonna click the same down here. And then once you have that, you should be good to go, unless you've maybe used another distributor before and you already have like a page on Spotify and Apple Music. You want to select which one that is, so you can click on each one of these and see which one is you, and then once you find the one that's you, let's say it's this one, you just click that and then you'll be good to go there. And now comes the release date. So this is basically the date that you want your stuff to come out on all platforms. And in my experience, DistroKid actually does this super quick. So with a lot of other distributors, like some of the free ones out there, not going to say any names or anything, but some of the free distributors are super unreliable. So if you choose a date on some of the other distributors, whether it be like a month in advance, 2 months in advance or something, it might still get it wrong. It might still release it on the wrong day, which can be super annoying if you have a specific date in in mind that you want it to drop. But obviously you also want to be realistic. Like if you choose one day after the day you're trying to upload it, it probably will not be on time. But if you maybe give it like a week or two in advance, it will probably definitely be uploaded by the time that you want it to. So this is the pre-order section, whether you want to choose if people can pre-order it or not. Then record label, this doesn't really matter too much. Like if you're happen to be signed to a record label, you can put whatever the record label is. But most like actual big labels will just do this whole step of the process for you. But yeah, I just put my full name because it doesn't really matter. And now the album cover is another thing that's really important. You want to make sure that the resolution is perfectly square. So the lowest that it can be, I'm pretty sure, is 1000 by 1000, but it says here that the optimal size is 3000 by 3000. And if you have somebody make your cover art for you, you probably won't have this problem because most people who make cover arts know like what dimensions to make the picture. But if you're doing it yourself, which is what I do, you want to make sure that's perfectly square and it doesn't go below 1000 by 1000. And then also just pay attention to the little bullet points down here. Stores will reject things that have like weird quality, like poor quality, or like website URLs in them. And like they say here, don't increase the size of smaller images. If you know anything about photography, Photoshop, graphic design, you know that that's just a stupid thing to do. But for some of you who don't, if you take a smaller image and make it bigger, it just makes it look disgusting and ugly. And then also it's very important that you own all the rights to the artwork and everything, because otherwise if you use a cover art that has like copyrighted images in it, you could run into a whole lot of legal trouble, and you don't want to do that. Primary genre, you gotta select your genre, and then secondary genre is optional, but you can put that if you want, if it's like punk pop or, you know, trap metal, whatever you're uploading. And then obviously most important is the song title. So basically there's a lot of little parentheses here because this is a pretty important section, so I'm gonna just read them off kind of fast. So when your song features another artist, what you gotta do is put parentheses, and then in the parentheses feat, which is just featuring abbreviated, and then the artist name, and then if there's 2 or 3 artists, just do a comma and then their name, and you can do an and or something. So if your song is a part 2 or volume 2, volume 3, whatever it might be, you just have to abbreviate part like this and abbreviate volume like this. And then if the song you're uploading is an instrumental version of a song that like originally has lyrics on it, put instrumental in parentheses. But if you're just uploading a beat that never had vocals on it to begin with, I don't think you need to do that. It's not really necessary. And then if you need more parentheses, just use brackets instead. And then if it's a cover song, it says do not include the original artist name here. And also you want to make sure that everything is capitalized and that nothing is all lowercase and nothing is like weird capitalized. And then in this section, you shouldn't add the date or year or anything. And then also don't add the producers, because you can add the producer credits and writer credits and everything later on as well. So I'm pretty much saying about every single section, oh, this is the most important section, but this one probably is actually the most important. You have to upload the file, the actual song. So with the actual song, WAV is the best format for this because it's the most uncompressed and stuff. MP3 is alright too, but it is a compressed file, so there will be a little bit of quality loss. Not really a huge deal or anything. It's not like it makes too big of a difference, but I like to just do WAV always. So yeah, just choose your file like this, go into your file selector, click on the file, blah blah, whatnot. And now for the songwriter, let's say somebody else wrote the song for you and you're just, you know, performing it or singing it. You can click another artist wrote it. So if you wrote the song all yourself, you don't have to worry about this, but if somebody else wrote the song, or it's maybe like a cover song or something, you can click this option and then it'll bring up this whole bunch of disclaimers. So cover songs are okay because it's fair use and you're, you know, recreating something that exists. So then if you use a sample, this is probably not okay, they say, because like I said earlier about using things that don't belong to you, if you don't have clearance from the original artist, you can run into a lot of copyright, legal issues. And then also it says that remixes are probably not okay because sometimes remixing can be like a little bit of a gray area for like the whole copyright thing. So also just avoid doing remixes and uploading those as well. But if it's a cover, just write the original song name and the original, you know, songwriter or artist or whatever in here. But mine will not have this. I'm just gonna unclick that. And then basically here, if you wrote all the lyrics to your song, you just put in your name here, and then maybe like somebody co-wrote it with you or something, you can just add their name in there too. And then check yes or no for explicit lyrics, which is just swearing pretty much. And then radio edit is basically just if the swearing is cut out from the original song or something, so you can check that if it is. And then if your song is an instrumental, you can just click this, but if it's not and it has lyrics, you can do that. And then the preview clip start time is basically just for when somebody's browsing through music and stuff and they want to play a little, you know, 30-second clip of your song, you can decide where you want the clip to start at, or you can just let the streaming services decide which is the best. And then the track price, I'm pretty sure something that you won't have if you're on just the the musician plan, but however, it's not that big of a deal anyways. You can just adjust whether you want it to be $1.29 or 99 cents. Alright, so now the extras section. I usually never click any of these, but however, if you want to click some of them, they will charge you extra for them. They're not super important, but some of them can be really nice. YouTube money basically just means that when somebody plays that song, once they upload it to YouTube, you get some money from that, you get some revenue from that. And then the store maximizer just says that it will automatically deliver the single to new online stores and streaming services as we add them. I'm not totally sure what this one means, but it's not like super important, I don't think. This one is probably the one that you might want to have actually. So it's for Shazam and for Siri on the iPhone. So basically if somebody hears your song, you know, in the car or, you know, in a restaurant, wherever they might hear your song, they can use the Shazam app to figure out what your song is. If you don't have that checked, it's not a huge deal, but it is a pretty nice thing, and it's only 99 cents extra a year, so might as well do it if you want to. And then this Leave a Legacy thing is just a $30 one-time fee, and essentially it just keeps all of your music up forever. So if your card gets declined or if you delete your account or something, it will always keep your music up on the streaming services. So yeah. And then right here at the end, we have these 4 little check boxes, making sure that you've read the terms of service and you're not using anybody else's name, and that you selected YouTube music and you know that it's going to be uploaded to YouTube, and that you just have all the rights to the music and everything. So just check all those and then hit done, and then you'll literally be done. Now all you have to do is just wait until the release date that you selected, and then your music should be up and ready to go. Alright, so another cool feature with DistroKid is the Teams feature. So basically you can just go to Teams here, and then it'll bring up this screen, and then you can just select any one of your songs that you want, and then just go next. So for this song, I get 100% of the revenue, which is one like major super awesome thing about DistroKid, is that they take no royalties from your music at all. So basically with the Teams feature, what you can do is you can add a new team member, and then you basically just put in their email address, and then you can adjust what percent of the revenue you want them to earn. So a few cool things about this is that you can add unlimited people, limited collaborators to your track. Also, you can get rid of people at any time. So if I want to just get rid of this one, I can just boop, get rid of it, and then put this back up to 100. Also, you can change the percentages at any time you want to. Also, for privacy reasons, any collaborator that you put in here will only see the percentage that they're making. And then also another really awesome thing I think is that if the collaborator that you want to add doesn't have a DistroKid account, they can actually make one for only 10 bucks. So quite a discounted price, which is pretty dope, and then they'll be able to get all their money that way. So yeah. So basically, if you go to the little stats tab up here, you'll be able to see all of your statistics for Spotify, Apple Music, and iTunes, and I think something else too. Yeah, Amazon too. So basically, you can select a specific album, a specific track, and then just hit display, and then it will show you all of your stats for whatever you selected. So they also have a plethora of other features. They have like a playlist that you can actually get voted onto. They have a lyric section where you can add all your lyrics. They have your personal profile, all of this stuff. Tons of different stuff on here that you can mess around with and look at if you decide that you want to cop yourself a DistroKid account. But anyways, that's going to pretty much do it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know a few of you probably were pretty surprised by the fact that this is so easy to do. I just show you guys how to put one of your songs onto the biggest platforms in the whole world, and it won't even take you more than like 15 minutes to do. But I'm so glad that I know about this now, and I'm so glad that this resource exists for all the artists out there, and literally just anybody who wants to put their music onto streaming services and stuff like that. So yeah, huge shout out to DistroKid. If you guys are interested, make sure you check my link down in the comments below, along with my Instagram and SoundCloud, my playlist of songs I've produced, my BeatStorm, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out, and I will see you guys in the next one.
I'm on a roll, let's get it. I'm on a roll, let's get it. She wanna go, I'm with it. She wanna go, I'm with it. I'm on a roll, let's get it.